Donald Trump's loss is, in this case, justice's victory, at least to some extent, because we have some good news, and it has to do with, as you're seeing in this graphic, the tragic slaying of Breonna Taylor back in 2020. One of the police officers involved in that, one who blindly and wildly fired 10 bullets into her home, has now been sentenced to nearly 3 years in prison. And that by itself might seem like not much. I mean, you endangered multiple lives. We expect far more of cops, but bear in mind, the DOJ had pushed for this cop to get 1 day in prison. I did not misspeak, although I did just right there. 1 day, not 1 year, not 1 month, not 1 week, just a single day. I mean, it's like intentionally spitting in the face of everybody who cares about this story, let alone the family and friends who lost someone. And probation officers had asked for far more, 135 to 168 months. So this is on the lower end of what was requested, but thankfully, it's a few years. It's something. It's not a day. It's not an insult. And I just want to remind everyone of what actually happened. So this is Brett Hankison, former Louisville Metro Police Department detective. He was said to have fired through a window in a sliding glass door that was covered with a curtain and blinds. The shots hit a wall and traveled into an apartment next door, but did not hit Taylor. So he didn't actually hit her. It was other cops that did that, but he endangered her life, other people in the building, and other people in other apartments as well. And so it's something, Luke, I'm curious what you think about this outcome. I don't know if you'd seen the 1 day thing, if you thought that might happen, but just give me your reaction.
I saw that, and you know what came to mind? We like to believe in an ideal world that the prosecutors here, the Justice Department, would be seeking justice above all else. I couldn't help but think about something we talked about earlier, which is when these cases become a national conversation, and then they'll become a culture war, and they'll become a right versus left thing. That sometimes I worry how ideologically driven the Trump DOJ is now, that, as you said, spit in the face, 1 day, it feels like it was made to be in a headline, is somewhat motivated by that virtue is the wrong word, but virtue signaling towards the side that their movement fell on something that, instead of just being about the life and the lives impacted, becomes a debate and a culture war. And that maybe in some of these prosecutorial decisions, that's in the back of the head, that they have to virtue signal to what has become a political culture war.
Yeah. I don't like that there seems to be that field of tribal partisanship over literally everything. I wish that people felt freed up to just search your heart, search your feelings, try to be consistent to the value system you claim to have. And it really does feel like that's become a very rare thing. I don't think it's equally distributed across the entire ideological spectrum, but I also don't think it's only located on one side. And so I think, I'm glad that you said that. It's a reminder to everyone to just stop and think about a story and don't just ask, where is my side? Where's the flag planted on this particular thing? But anyway, yes, good to see, not just the 1 day, at the very least, that was needlessly insulting. And also, just a quick reminder before we move on. So if you're like, an empanada saleswoman who doesn't have your paperwork in order, you could be sent to alligator Alcatraz, and we really hope you get eaten by an alligator. But if you blindly fire into an apartment, 1 day, because we care about the worst of the worst here in America. Absolutely maddening.